We should deem this the day where we actually finish a project. It's really cool. It was a really good idea you had.
Finally happening.
Steamy! It's Sauna-y.
Unbelievable.
That was so amazing.
Well, today is Boxing Day, but I think we should deem this the day where we actually finish a project.
Yes, a rammed earth project.
The Thai Life project.
A Thai Life rammed earth project. Today is the day. We have our Harvia wood burning sauna heater, which we're going to install because James has finally got everything completed inside except a couple things left with the benches.
I had to install a heat shield, which I've talked about before, and that's essentially you're creating an airspace to reduce the minimum distance of clearances to non-combustibles. That's a mouthful.
That's a
So
rewind.
No, it's fine. I mean, anybody that has worked with any kind of wood burning appliances will probably understand. I don't think I've read more directions in my life.
Yeah,
There's lots of parts and pieces to this stuff. Ultimately, it's not terribly complicated, but it just, again, familiarizing yourself with what has to happen to meet the safety code so you don't start a fire, other than in the fire.
Yes.
Okay, so we switched gears a little bit. I did put in the framing opening for the venting for the Harvia burner. And then I completed the insulation, and I had to switch out the electrical boxes from plastic to metal because they're going to be within this heat shield. I talked to a guy who does the wet inspection. He wanted to see a metal box because it's going to be within the heat shield. So after I did the insulation, you can see the foil wrap, which is up, which is going to act as a reflective barrier as well as a moisture barrier. And then we have concrete board. I got my first sheet on with all the cutouts. So the other thing I did is I put acoustical sealant prior to the aluminum foil, and it's super messy stuff. It will come off, however. That's also going to give us basically a good airtight seal all around the perimeter of the ceiling. I also did that on the cedar wall. So we're going to contain as much heat in here and air as possible. And when we want to get it out, we'll use the bath fan. Typically, you want to do that after you've added humidity into the space. Once you're done having a sauna bath. So the next thing to do, that last piece of concrete board, and then we're going to strap the ceiling out with steel stud, and then another layer of drywall. I've got to keep a gap around the full perimeter. That's going to allow heat to come up and go through this air cavity in the ceiling, which is called a heat shield. The reason for using the heat shield is because our Harvia wood stove is not certified for use in Canada. And we can use the CAN CSA 365. It's a wood burning appliance specification, so we can circumvent the rules for a non-certified stove by applying the rules of the CAN CSA 365. So, big mouthful of information that's sort of confusing, but I'm learning about it, and it's also good for the business I run because everybody wants wood burning appliances. And some people want to use old stoves, but I do recommend a new stove certified for use in Canada. It makes things way easier. So yeah, that'll be the next, and then after the drywall goes on, tile, and that's going to be sort of messy, so I'm going to have to protect the floor, a little bit of the walls, and then the benches, and then the wood burner.
And then we sauna.
And then we can have sauna. Oh, and the cool door handles, so we'll wait for those though. And that's about it. That's all I got to say.
And you did venting and you did a chimney.
Yeah, so we got a cathedral ceiling support through the roof, and then the actual chimney goes in there, and a chimney cap, and a rubber boot, and a shroud, whole bunch of parts and pieces. But today, what are we going to do?
Install the wood burner. But thank God James read the directions last night, because you're supposed to do a pre-burn with this thing, which is why we don't have it inside the sauna right now. So we chopped up some wood, brought it over here, and we're going to fire this bad boy up out here because it's got to burn off some paint. What else does it have?
It's going to smoke.
It's going to smoke.
Yeah.
So we want to, obviously, thank goodness we read the directions, because that would have been happening inside the sauna and it would have been horrible. So we're going to fire this bad boy up, get it all prepped, and then once all the smoke's on and it's burned through whatever it needs to burn through, we're going to bring it inside the sauna and hook up the sauna, and we might be able to have a sauna tonight.
I think so. Yeah, I'm waiting for one piece of chimney extension, which my brother's bringing out with my mom. So, so what happens is this is a high heat paint, and apparently once you heat it up, it actually bakes it on a little bit. You're just not supposed to touch it a whole bunch until you do that, because it can flake. You're going to need some birch bark paper.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
kindling.
a little bit of kindling. And then I'm also going to put on the smoke pipe adapters, the 2 pieces, because those will burn a bit as well. And we'll get this thing fired up, and while this is going, I'm going to finish the bench. And then also put on the special handles, hopefully today. If that doesn't happen today, that's fine. But
Yeah, our door handles.
yeah, Michelle had a great idea, complimentary of mine.
Yeah.
But we'll show you that later, or next time or something.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go get some birch paper.
I'll get the kindling.
Okay.
Spread that end out.
Just like a weird animal.
Bigger pieces. Yeah. Can you listen to me?
You're the fire master. Whoa.
Bang it. Calgary. There you go. For each of John crimped that. Help me get that. I can't see that side. No, bend the bottom one.
Tilt it a little bit towards me.
You watch your fingers? What do you think? Put it here and it fit.
No. Where do you back it? Okay, what is it?
Can you reach?
Yeah.
Suspect.
That's good.
I think it's good. You want to feel it?
And you will bump your head on it when you walk by.
Hand that off. Okay, I got two. How do we want them to be? Like that? I have to do a couple little adjustments to that. Oh, yeah, baby. We got an antler door. Okay, went on the inside. Is that how I did it? Kind of. Yeah. Antlering ain't easy, I'll tell you that much. I love it. It's really cool. It was a really good idea you had. Looks great. Let me just steam this up for you.
It's finally happening. We are finished our first Rambirth project, our beautiful Rambirth sauna that we started in August. And James and I are about to have our first sauna. So this has been a long time coming. We finally got the wood burner going yesterday, and we've got the sauna all heated up, and we're not dressed appropriately for the weather, but we look really cute, and we're gonna go and have our first sauna.
Everyone gets to see my chicken legs. We got matching sauna sweaters.
Yeah.
Keep us warm.
It's freezing,
It's
but it's
freezing.
not as cold as it could be.
We got the cool antler handles on.
Yes.
And
Exhaust.
we did an antler hook.
A robe hook
Robe hook.
and antler handles on the inside and outside of the custom cedar door that James built.
Yes,
Okay.
very much.
Oh yeah.
Wow, it's working really well.
really hot. Baby, it's sauna-y. She's hot.
We need a thermometer. How do you know which one's yours?
This one's right.
Look at all the steam.
I know. Oh,
Wow.
wow.
That is impressive.
Mhm.
I'm honestly not impressed very often, and that's impressive.
Oh, I'm soaked. Wow.
That was totally worth it. All the time and energy and effort.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, careful.
you're cold.
Never mind.
Yeah. Just soaked. You're like, who needs socks when it's like 200 degrees Celsius in there? Jeez.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
That was so amazing.
How many times a day are we going to do that? You're going to learn how to start the little itty bitty mini fire?
Yeah. Come on.
Just like feeling good.
Nice work.
We did it. Wow. Do you think we're going to use this in the summer? These walls are freezing out here and they're so warm inside. Like the thermal mass of the walls is incredible.
Yeah.
So we had it running yesterday and then I turned it on this morning for a little bit. But like how much heat is being retained from the rammed earth is very impressive.
Yeah, it's doing its job.
Yeah.
The trick is, though, you have to keep the walls warm. If you let the walls get too cold, it's going to take a day or a day and a half, depending on how cold it is outside,
Yeah.
to warm up that thermal mass in the.
It's going to really depend on the outside temperature because the outside temperature is really going to dictate potentially what it's going to take to heat it up inside. But if we keep it warm, it's going to just stay warm. Like it takes a lot of energy to cool it off as well as vice versa to heat it up.
Which means we have to sauna once a day,
Let's do it.
minimum.
Can't believe how crazy good it feels.
I know I'm not even cold.
So big difference here. So I was just saying to Michelle inside, I've built a number of electric saunas and they are a dry heat sauna. This one we can add the water and
On the rocks.
the increase on the rocks. The increase in the temperature is like astronomical once you throw
Water on the rocks. Yeah, it
Yeah.
just blasts.
it almost burns your skin.
Yeah. If you're sitting on the top layer of the benches, it's almost unbearable. Like you can't breathe.
I was starting to be able to. I think you just got to get
You got to get used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
acclimatize a little bit.
Yeah.
Wow, intense.
I know.
Cool.
That was awesome.
Yum.
Mm.
I feel like I'm on drugs.
You are. Oh.